biggest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25.
Check that, street.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Go.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts' first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First and 10, Taylor now. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Richardson looking to throw. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Ready.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Chiefs nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Escapes the defender. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Hey, color. 15.
In motion left, Hardman. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll let one go deep for Downs. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, 71 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a couple. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Again, it's Pacheco. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to be swallowed up as he got forward for maybe a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. The ball comes out, and the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes fighting Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now it's Richardson. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. Hey, 57. Hey, rip lift. Right side.
Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and a yard.
Go! Cowboy 80. Trap 50, trap 50.
And Richardson back to throw it. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And bulldozing his way through. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Mahomes going to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's Pacheco once again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Powering his way forward. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
I don't need to. I don't need to. Yellow, yellow. Hey, Riblet. Come back. Our side.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
Attack. Yellow. Hey, 57 colors. Right side.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down.
Yellow. Hey, 57. Right side.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
A big play there for Indy. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Richardson. This is caught. Touchdown. Mo Alley Cox. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Richardson will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes steps away to his left. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Attack, attack!
Back to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Hey, 43.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Mahomes going to change things up.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
The stop by Taven Bryan.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, yellow, hey, go gun. Hey, color.
Now back to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker at kickoff for Kansas City.
Stays on his feet. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Come on. Hit. 19 Lions. Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Sermon going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now in second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Again, Sermon. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.